I'm starting my day today way up in northern Canada in Dawson City, Yukon. And this place feels like a glitch in the Matrix. Nothing has ever changed from here from back in the day. Sure, there's some buildings that have some newer renovations, but it definitely makes you feel like you're walking around in the 1900s. And I went out on the town last night and got to experience this place by the locals, and man, there was like banjos and stuff playing in restaurants. They even have some bars that have a piano for entertainment and can dancers. Like, where the heck am I? This town won a piece of my heart, 100% for sure. But I'm surprised I'm up and moving after the party night I had last night. Good morning, you guys. We are in Dawson City, Yukon, and holy crap, is this place just epic. The number one thing to do on my list this morning is to get some food, because if you've seen the night that I had last night, well, my goodness, some of the locals took me out on the town and we went from bar to bar to bar and even to the casino to see the can dancers. Everything in this town has boardwalks, sidewalks, dirt on the roads. There's no pavement here. Heck no, there's not even vinyl siding in this town. Oh, this place is so cool. Anyway, guys, let's go find a place to fill that belly. There's a big hotel here called the El Dorado. Looks like a good place to try first. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, let's go. That's a good way to start the day, and I got Mr. Cruzy Bear some sausages. What's going on over there? Must be where the party's at. Oh, that must be one of those guided tours they do in town here. Cruzy's gonna be happy with some sausages, let me tell you. Yeah, he's got you a present, buddy. Looky, bud. There you go. Good morning, pal. Yeah, yum. There's definitely a lot of stuff to see around here, so today we're gonna run around and see as much as we can. Over the next few videos, you're gonna see that I spent a little bit of time here in Dawson City, and I loved this place. Walking around the streets out here, it's hard not to feel the energy of when the Klondike gold rush was here. It's hard not to imagine what these streets were like once all the miners and stuff came back into town and all the parties and the energy. But yet, still today, it feels like that gold rush energy is still right here on these streets. I felt this whole place the whole time. Everybody's walking around smiling and happy. It was just probably the greatest place I've ever traveled. Welcome to our adventures in Dawson City. Right now we're on our way down to the Dredge, which is a National Historic Site, and one of my subscribers that I met in town yesterday told me that this is one of the most incredible National Historic Sites that they have ever been to. There's two ones that they ranked the top 2 in Canada, and this is one of them, so I'm pretty excited today to go check this place out. The old buggy. That's awesome, just sitting there. Wow.
So you came from Dawson?
Yep.
And you came down here and you're at the Beaver, the Dredge number 4.
Yep.
Then you're gonna keep going, and here this square is Discovery, so that's where gold was first discovered. And then if you stay right, it's kind of weird. The blue is roads, not rivers, which is weird. And then this is it. It's claim number 6. And
Okay.
you can pan there. You can pan as you're driving. The creek's on the left, but sometimes miners put like a pile of dirt that they like to salt. So you can try taking dirt from there and then go. You need the creek obviously to pan, or you can just dig right out of the creek.
I'll take a pan.
Do you want this?
Yeah, I'll take that too.
Okay. So it should be only like 7 kilometers down.
Yep.
I give you 2. So it's gravity water. Gold's heavier than gravel, right? So just don't scoop, but like put dirt in it, put water in it, agitate it, tip it, gravity, and just kind of like, so say this is water, like you kind of want water flowing over it,
and the dirt will go
slowly,
out and any gold will
and
stay
technically gold will sit. So you can try this one, or this one has 3 ridges, maybe it'll be more.
So this is really cool. When you come here to the dredge, you can come over and talk to the Parks Canada people, and they will lend you some gold pans to go up to the free gold claim up there to go claim your piece of gold. So the cool thing about that is you can keep whatever you find. It's all yours. Pretty freaking cool. Okay guys, let's go let's go get rich. So the dredge here has tours where you can go inside the dredge. It's 1 hour from now, so let's go get rich in this next hour and we'll come back and take the tour. I love that dog of mine. Hi, buddy. So cute. All right, let's go get rich. That's cool. Cruzy, we're gonna go get rich. What do you guys say? We're gonna find some gold or what? All right, my friends, let's see if we're gonna get rich. I'm pretty sure thousands of people have done this in this creek. I'm not sure if this is going to be a hobby of mine. Well, my friends, we're not getting rich today. Well, I ain't making you guys no big gold chains anytime soon. So I just got to Discovery Claim. It's the very first time gold was struck up here in this region. It says on August 17th, 1896, gold was first struck here by a guy named Jim. Skookum Jim. Skookum. That's awesome. All right, guys, let's go for a little walk down this trail. So walking around this trail here, there is a ton of information there. That's Skookum Jim. I still love that Skookum. That's awesome. So I figured maybe down here there might be some remnants of the actual claim itself, but there isn't. It's just pretty much a little nature walk with a lot of history signs throughout it. All right, guys, time's running out here. We got to get back to go on that dredge tour. Pretty stoked to see what's inside that thing. There's definitely still lots of gold out here because there's a fair amount of gold claims still. So if you can see up there, that's exactly what they were doing at the gold claim that we just finished filming at with Adam and his family. So he's slowly feathering in the dirt in the top, and it's going through the little wash barrel and then down to the sluice box, which is that thing in the bottom, which catches all the finer little gold particles. I'm not making you a gold ring anytime soon. Thank you, that was awesome.
No problem, you found it all right?
Oh yeah. So all this stuff I knew nothing about until I arrived here today. I didn't even know what a dredge was. I was just told to come up here and see this dredge. And I got here, and what a cool piece of history this is. These are the scoops that run on that thing that rotates, that pulls up all the dirt and sand off the bottom. So I don't really know what this thing is. I guess we'll find out when we take the tour. But it looks like this dredge created its own pond around it, like a lake around it, as it moved its way through and just kept crawling a little bit farther, pulling more dirt into its own lake. I don't get it, but I guess we're gonna find out soon because it's just about time for that tour. This thing looks pretty freaking cool.
Many people think the dredges moved along the rivers, but they did not. Now, in order to make this thing also not just float away around willy-nilly in your pond, there is a giant anchor, which is called a spud. It's about 40 tons they would drop into the ground. And then what would happen is this digging arm would rotate across and go down 180 degrees and go back and forth and drop down to 57 feet below the water line is how far these digging arms could go. Once they had done all that, you would raise the spud and move 10 feet and do it all again. Okay. In order also to make it rotate from side to side, there was winches and pulley arms on each corner of the dredge that would be attached to either the hillside or to the edge of the pond with dead men, which were giant logs that someone would be pulling these back and forth. Does that make sense? So the whole thing is rotating, and that's where we get the look of those tailings you saw as you drove in.
So I guess it only took 4 to 6 guys to run the dredge on the inside, but the team on the outside was huge because they had to pump water in from another source somewhere else up here so they could create a little lake around the dredge so the dredge could float. That's insane. To think back in the 1900s, they thought about this ingenious stuff just to pull gold out of the ground. But behind this thing left a whole world of carnage of just rocks and ripped up dirt. But they pulled a lot of gold out of this thing. We're going way upstairs now. This is a really cool tour. I'm really glad that we had the chance to go out and see Adam and his dad and see their gold claim and how that stuff all works before we came out here, because now, listening to what they're saying, I have a better understanding. Just this is done on a much grander scale. So that right there is the great big wash drum that all the dirt and rock used to go into. It would rotate, water would rush into it. It would wash it all out. The bigger chunks would go out the back of it, and then the rest of it went down into the sluice boxes. So Adam and them had a small channel of sluice boxes out the bottom, which all the finer gold particles used to settle in. Here, there is a huge amount of sluice boxes. She was saying all the main gold was getting caught at the top, but some of it was getting caught down towards the bottom. But in its peak, this place used to pull 100 ounces of gold every day. And in today's money, that's about $320,000 in gold. That was a freaking awesome tour, like on another level. It was so cool because a lot of that stuff in there made sense because we went to go see Adam at their family gold claim. So this is all the same process. The same process that they're doing over there at that gold claim was the same process in here. All the same, still like the same drum that cleans it all. Like you put the gold in there, the drum cleans it, shoots it out the other side, and then it comes out the sluice boxes. All the same process for years and years and years. There's a couple of dudes on this tour. They had the freaking best shirts. One shirt said drink, refill, repeat, and the other one had a camping shirt which says camping in the woods without beer is just sitting in the woods. That's so awesome. Guys, this was an absolutely fun day. Alright guys, we're gonna take a scoot back into Dawson City. We right now are about 15 minutes out of downtown. You got bugs on your window too? So just up here around the corner is a tourist attraction that is not up and running currently. So right over here is a pretty cool little area that's not running whatsoever. The sign says private residence. Nobody home? Oh, these old mining cabins are awesome. Look at the tools and stuff on the outside. All the picks and the shovels. And I'm guessing this was an old gold pan. It's too thin. It's too thin to cook on, so it's not a frying pan. Oh, look at the hood on the old Ford truck. Heck yeah, that is awesome. Old gardening tools. That's pretty cool. Now that is a cast iron cooking pan. That one's thick enough to cook on. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Just like old mining equipment all over out here. Claim 33 will be permanently closed effectively July 1st, 2022, due to personal reasons. It is with deep regret we made this decision It has been a blast, Sylvia and crew. So these two things used to be full of water, and when I looked at pictures online, there was people lined up on either side of them, and they're all panning for gold, and it seemed like it was quite an awesome tourist attraction. So there's another sign here that says, please enjoy looking around. Please don't get on the machines and touch the artifacts. It's old and fragile. Sorry for the early closing due to personal circumstances. It's been a pleasure to have so many folks enjoying panning and getting gold fever. Thank you. I'm not sure what the reason was for this place closing down, but I did hear not only from the Parks Canada lady, but from subscribers that live in town that Dawson City has a huge staff shortage. So places like this may possibly be open if they had the staff to man these places. So what they've done in town, they've actually built temporary tent housing. It's got like a wood structured bottom and then a nice big weatherproof dome on the top of it. So people that are coming here can have a place to stay while they work, because housing is not a thing here. So if you were to come out and try to find an apartment or something like that to rent cheaply while you were here, they don't have that kind of infrastructure, but that causes a problem for people that want to come out here and work. So when I was talking to the locals, I'm like, man, this would be a great opportunity for someone who lives in a van that can bring their home with them, work out here for the entire season. So from the time the snow goes away to the time the snow comes back, the whole season. Could be a great opportunity for you guys. So if anybody out there that's traveling and is looking for some work and maybe wants to spend some time in an amazing place like Dawson City, this might be a cool opportunity. I don't know who you'd contact for that. Maybe just get on there and look up the city of Dawson and maybe just message them themselves and see if maybe that's a possible opportunity, and could be fun for you guys to spend some time in such a rad little city. Top up on some fuel. I should actually wash my van is what I should do. Old school gas pump. What did we get? 196 bucks. Man, I gotta clean these windows. So I'm gonna take you guys up here and show you what they've done for staff housing in this town right now. It's unique. I've never seen a community do this, just because they're that die-hard in need of employees. It's just up here by the campground. So right here, see these little tents? And then there's washrooms and showers built there. That's what they've built for staff in town. Crazy, right? Kind of cool though. I'd be curious to see what's inside one of those things. Yeah, they call it The Village. It's right there on the sign. The Village. Yo, check out that awesome old rig. This thing is freaking cool. My gosh, front yard finds. That thing is so freaking rad. Yeah, buddy. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for hanging out with us, and hopefully you guys are enjoying Dawson City as much as I am. It's getting a little bit warm outside, so me and Cruzy are gonna go find somewhere in the shade for the rest of the day. So keep your double V's up, y'all. I'll see you on the next one.